Complete Timeline by Max Berger. All right, next slide, please. Early years. This is a pre-Snake Eater. In 1914, the Philosophers is formed. So the Philosophers are a group of some of the most richest and powerful men in all of the world's superpowers. They form together to basically control everything. And they pool all of their money together into a thing they call the Philosopher's Legacy. And now the Philosopher's Legacy is just like, so it's just a shitload of money that's been like laundered through hundreds of things, and it's so that like they can use all this fucking huge amounts of money to like, further their like weapons technology to keep themselves in control of the world at large. I'm curious, Adam and Eve are created by God, but also the Adam and Eva unit defect from the United States to the Soviet Union. Dr. Emmerich has his son Huey. So Major O meets Skullface and starts to work for him. Yeah, that's the thing. They form XOF and Fox. Fox is the group. Jack is made sterile from his work at the Bikini Bottom bomb. President JFK is killed by the Philosophers, who were at the same time led by Lee Harvey Oswald. The Soviets fuck everything up, as they usually do. Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater. All right, let's get into it. The CIA planned the virtuous mission, sending in Jack to get Sokolov. Major O now goes as Captain Zero. Snake is in a forest, and it's awesome. Old guy dies. He dies because Snake logs out of the game for 2 weeks, and then the old guy dies. Eva is disguised. The forest is Eden, probably. Well, Eva is actually... The boss arrives. Bridge is destroyed by Lee Harvey Oswald with his electric powers. Kuwabara. Snake kills his friend and mentor, who's known as the boss. Ocelot. He does like, he has like his revolvers, and he goes... And then he juggles them. And he does a bunch of really awesome shit. It's fantastic. It's great. Move on. Snake is gay? Yeah, he's kind of a himbo. And I made this realization when I played through the game recently. Yeah, he's like a total fucking himbo. Moving on. Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops. The San Hieronymo Accident. Alright. America's in shambles and only Snake can save the day. Super Snake has other plans. 300 years pass. The Philosopher's Stone is discovered by Hideo Kojima, the creator of the game. That's how he got the idea to make Metal Gear. This version of Metal Gear was only released on iPhone, so not much more is known of the real story behind it. I've actually never played Portable Ops, I need to be completely honest. Solid Snake is released from prison. He's not even born yet. America is in shambles, and only Snake can save the day. Explain the 9/11 of Metal Gear. Oh, that's a fucking great fucking story. So there's like a scene in Metal Gear 2 where this giant fucking like aircraft crashes into fucking Manhattan. And they had to cut the whole cutscene because the game came out like in 2002, right after, because it's like this huge scene where it destroys like half of Manhattan. The final fight is like takes place in Wall Street on top of the fucking Federal Reserve, fucking Federal Building or whatever. Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker. The best game in the franchise. Actually, it is a pretty good one. The year is 1974. The air is warm and full of life. Turkish Airlines Flight 981 traveling from Paris to London crashed into the woods near Paris, killing all 346 on board. Willy Brandt, West Germany's chancellor, resigns. Because the new chancellor of West Germany. The Rubik's Cube puzzle is created. Date unknown. Violent 7.1 earthquake shakes the Chinese city. I'm not gonna do that. Causing between 1,600 and 20,000 deaths. That seems like a really wide margin. I feel like someone should have figured that one out. The new government of Turkey. FIFA World Cup! FIFA World Cup, it begins! The Turkish invasion of Cyprus occurs. Actually, in Metal Gear 5, there's a lot of, that's where Big Boss is hiding. Cyprus. A hospital in Cyprus. We'll get there. 10-cent tolls are charged on U.S. Highway 95. Yeah, that's fucking Big Boss. Metal Gear 5, The Phantom Menace. Nice picture from Metal Gear 2. Big Boss wakes up from his coma. Ocelot greets him and catches him up on what happened in the 9 years that he was in a coma. Body Double is woken up. So basically, this medic, they got in a helicopter crash. And this medic took like the fall. And what they did, they used like hypnotherapy to make the medic believe that he was Big Boss. So Big Boss could run off and form Outer Haven. Which is like his version of what the boss, that person who he killed in 3, he believes that she wanted. The medic and Big Boss are named Ishmael and Ahab because the whole fucking game is kind of like it's an allegory for Moby Dick. Ishmael is an outcast on the Pequod. His captain, Ahab, is seemingly losing his mind and announcing the mission of the crew is to hunt down a white whale by the name of Moby Dick, which took Ahab's leg in a previous whaling expedition. He nails a gold coin to the ship's mast for the first sailor to spot the whale. The first game with the Goni and inquire about the whale. Goni's captain loses his horn before he can respond. The ship's cook cooks whale steaks from a sperm whale killed earlier, and then delivers a sermon to the next. I stop. Metal Gear Solid. That's not the next game technically in the storyline, but nothing much happens in this one. It was kind of a setup. Metal Gear 2 and 4, they're both pretty much the same game, so I'm just going to summarize them both at the same time. Okay, so basically, 2 is all about Hideo Kojima wanting to make his own version of the end of Evangelion, the anime Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's kind of him doing his version of that, where nothing's real. 61, I need scissors, and then he says a Japanese train station names. That's the thing that happens. Because actually the person you're talking to in Metal Gear 2 was actually an AI controlled by the Patriots, who are actually the philosophers who built a fucking AI, and the AIs have taken control of everything. Because what they realized, because what Big Boss did in 5, he was like, I could create this like war economy where we'll like all soldiers will have a place in the world, and the AI was like, wait a minute, that's a fucking banger idea. Let's all just do that. And so they killed off all the actual living members of the Patriots, and all these 5 AIs worked together to fucking rule the world. And in 4, basically what is taken over is that now the entire world is run by the war economy. Every single person has like nanomachines in them that suppress their emotions, and guns are controlled by like fingerprints, like people, you can like have your ability to take it. Every war is fought through proxies. It's not countries fighting each other. It's countries paying like 7 different groups to just keep war going. So that's basically what Metal Gear 4 is. But then you find out Big Boss, who died twice, he comes back and then dies a 3rd fucking time in front of you. But you're like, but then he also kills Major Zero. Major Tom is as he was referred to all the way at the beginning. Yeah, like David Bowie. There's also a character, Eva, the character from 3, comes back and she looks exactly like David Bowie. That's kind of dope. Then Solid Snake. Well, Solid Snake doesn't die, so he has the Fox Die virus in him. Metal Gear Acid, the perfect finale. So this game isn't canon, but it is kind of the perfect ending to Metal Gear. The gameplay was fun and exciting, and Hideo Kojima loves it. There's no more stupid plot or story or fucking references to like Escape from New York or like fucking whatever the fuck. There's no hour-long cutscenes. You know what you don't want to hear. When you line up 3 of the same fruit, you get 20 times your initial bet. Yeah, we're talking about pachinko machines. We're talking about fucking pachinko machines, which is like slots, but like Japanese slots. 4K pachinko simulation shows custom cut scenes on the Fox engine. It's so fucking annoying. So Hideo Kojima made these beautiful fucking games, and then Konami, they kicked him out because apparently his fucking games cost too much fucking money, even though they're wonderful pieces of art, they're wonderfully cinematic, and then they fucking take this beautiful, one of the best fucking third-person engines in all of gaming history, and then they just use it to re-render fucking cutscenes from the older Metal Gear games, and then they just use it to put on fucking slot machines. You realize how fucking annoying that is? God, I fucking hate Konami. I love gambling, and I hate Solid Snake. Fuck! Pachinko! Ring! I just want Hideo Kojima to come back and make more Metal Gear. I know he doesn't want to, but for God's sakes, it's better than whatever the fuck they were doing before. It's what they're doing now. You see Metal Gear Survive? It's fucking zombies. They were like, oh, Hideo Kojima's gone. Let's fucking jump the shark and do fucking zombies. Like, who the fuck does that? What sane fucking person is like, oh, let's make a fucking zombie game? That's all online, by the way. Questions? Yeah.
What's Metal Gear?
It's fucking stupid. It's just like a series of fucking movies. I played all the games. In Wikipedia.
What happened in the games?
Fucking bullshit. It's all bullshit.